أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. We were talking about an important question, and that question is that what is the origin of rights? We believe that human beings, they have a lot of rights in their social life, but who has granted them these rights? We answered from the school of naturalism point of view, and we, of course, criticized it and gave our opinion. And now, the second answer given by the school of positivism. They say that the origin of these rights is the social contract. Society has decided for these rights. A group of the people have gathered together in a society and they have agreed upon these rights. Therefore, these rights that we are talking about, the right to life, the right of freedom, the right of security, the right to eat and drink, and many other rights, basic rights. These rights are originated from a social contract. This is the answer given by them. Here, we would like to draw your attention to a very important point. If we accept this opinion that the rights are originated from a social contract, therefore, we should agree that any society may have his own rights, because these contracts, social contracts, vary from a community to another community. In a country, maybe they have gathered and they have agreed upon specific rights. In another country, they may have agreed upon other rights. If that is true, then we want to ask those people who always protest and object the teachings of Islam or the criminal laws of Islam, and they say that why in Islam there is death penalty. It is against human rights. We want to answer that if you have already agreed that social contracts create these rights, okay, you have decided for your own society. Let's keep it there. Let's not to interfere with the social contracts of other societies. Any society's opinions are respectful for themselves. We are not allowed to impose our own opinions on other societies. If, for example, country A have decided not to have death penalty, it doesn't mean that they should impose their opinion on other societies. Because other communities and other countries, they themselves also want to decide for their own destinies. This is why that we say in Islam, if we have the death penalty, al-qisas or retaliation, it should be respected. Because if you say it is because of the social contract in our area, this is the way that we have agreed upon it. All Muslims have agreed upon it. This is a social agreement. And this agreement must be respected. Therefore, this is why that we can't accept the objections of so-called international organizations of human rights who mainly try to oppose the criminal law of Islam and to say that, for example, these laws are not accepted. Who will decide for that? We don't have an institute in the world to decide for all communities. According to this school, the school of positivism, you are saying that the social contract will create these rights. And according to this school, if the social contract is the origin for these rights, it means that if this society, they have agreed in another way, or they change their opinion, it means that the rights also shall remove. In other words, the social contract up to now, they have decided 4 or 5 rights for a man in a family. But later on, they changed their idea and they added to these rights, or they deprived the man of one of these 5 rights. It means that the rights also will change, because these rights are based on that agreement, on that contract. If that contract and that agreement changes, these rights also will change. This is the answer given by the by the school of positivism. But we want to know that, does Islam agree with these types of philosophies for these rights, for these types of justifications for the origin of these rights? Of course, the answer is negative. From the Islamic point of view, brothers and sisters, we have an ideology behind it. Without paying attention to that ideology, we can't give a good answer here. The issue of human rights is something which is based on an ideology. And the ideology, which we call it the religion is telling us that we mankind, we human beings, we are not created by ourselves. It is impossible that we are at the same time the effect and at the same time the cause. If we are the effect, al-ma'lul, al-illa, or the cause must be something else. And we don't believe in the Big Bang. We believe that mankind is created by Allah the Almighty. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the creator. He has created us. And the aim of creation is perfection. He has created us to show us the right of moving forward towards the perfection. And because of that, He has laid down and He has legislated for us specific rights. And these rights are originated from Him. Therefore, from the Islamic point of view, we want to say that the originator of the human rights is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The one who has granted us these rights is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do these rights have limits or not? Are they stable forever, or they are changeable or not? These are the issues that we will discuss inshallah in next program. Until then, thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.